Welcome to the Elizabeth Elliott Show! And now, here's your host, Elizabeth Elliott!
Today we have a special guest. She's coming to talk about her time in the Leadership Development Program. Ironically, her name's Elizabeth Elliott too. Welcome, Elizabeth. Happy to have you on the show. How are you? I'm doing good. I can't believe it's December already. Time went by so fast. You're in the last month of your leadership development program. Tell me a little bit about how it went. I learned a lot about myself, how I carry myself, what kind of leader I want to be. I made a personal mission statement that I've posted at my desk, and I draw inspiration from every day. It's to remain honest, compassionate, and dedicated in the many leadership roles in my life. Talk to me about some of those roles. Early on in the program, we were tasked with identifying many roles we play in our lives. Wife, daughter, sister, granddaughter, friend, coworker, mentor, neighbor. I asked each person to describe me in that role. Were the descriptions that they gave you what you expected? Yes and no. It was cool to see how others perceive me in their lives. It opened up my eyes to the characteristics I bring to those unique relationships. Some of the positive characteristics included collaboration, listening, and honesty, which I'm happy to exude and possess. This exercise revealed that some look at me as busy and fast-paced, which can be beneficial in some scenarios, but those qualities do have their downfalls as well. What did you do with this information? I used it to gain insight to how I am perceived and what I bring to the table, but it also allowed me to analyze some of the characteristics I possess and ultimately helped me shape my criteria to say no. Criteria to say no? Tell me a little bit more about that. As a go-getter, I found myself to be a yes woman at times. In all honesty, I say yes because I want to do it all. But as I've gained more experience and wisdom, I've realized that it's not possible to do it all and stay true to your values or your personal mission. That's an interesting realization. What did you come up with on your criteria? I created 3 criteria, mostly all revolving around time. I realized that I really value time. I want to ensure that I have enough time to carry on those tasks to my best ability, but I also want to be able to focus on the right things with my time. Why do you think time is so important to you? I've always been a retrospective person. I find myself looking back on things, memories, and getting that warm, fuzzy feeling. I did realize, though, that I wasn't putting that same emphasis on the present time. During the Leadership Development Program, we read Og Mandino's Greatest Salesman in the World, and a particular scroll really spoke to me. Oh, what scroll was that? The scroll marked 5. I will live this day as if it was my last. A particular line stated, I have but one life, and this life is not but a measurement of time. Time cannot be banked today to be withdrawn for the morrow, for who can track the wind? Gosh, that really makes you think, doesn't it? Yes, that's why now when I'm given an opportunity or a task, I really think about how it will serve my mission. Does it meet my criteria, and will engaging in it make me happy? It seems like you've really become in tune with who you are. Yes, more so now than ever. But you'll never stop learning about yourself. It's a lifelong journey. Before we continue on, I wanted to tell the live studio audience that we have a surprise for you. Everyone look under your seats. Everybody gets a copy of Og Mandino's Greatest Salesman in the World. So how has the Leadership Development Program helped you lead? Because I am more in tune with myself, my capabilities, and my roles, I've become a better listener, better at prioritizing, and have generally been more accountable for my actions. I've been more aware of the culture I exude and uphold. Talk to me a little bit more about culture. What does that mean to you? You can either be or produce culture makers or culture takers. The people around you can either become disengaged or empowered based upon how you lead, guide, and mentor. In my roles as coworker, mentor, clinical instructor, and teacher, I have the unique opportunity to build a culture of positivity, inclusiveness, and overall empowerment. How do you empower others? I empower others by first being true to myself, second, by setting a positive example, and thirdly, by instilling accountability. How has going through the leadership development program changed you? It has helped me explore my interests in leadership that have been a passion of mine since childhood, dating back to being the eldest sibling to being part of team-oriented organizations. Do you feel like you're ready to be a leader? I think everyone has the capability to be a leader. Going back to analyzing the roles in our lives, each of us landed the leading role in our own lives. We co-star in other people's lives as well. We have done this our whole life, but after going through this leadership development program, I have gained more insight, more tools, more appreciation for the ability to fervently pursue leadership for the betterment of the group, for the world, rather than just seeking leadership for the betterment of myself. I'm so excited to see how you use these tools and can't wait to check back in with you next year to see your progress. Well, that's it. That's all the time we have today, you guys. Check you later.